How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. It's September. That means pumpkin time. Pumpkin beer time. Pumpkin spice time. But this is not just your normal pumpkin beer. Beer I reviewed before. I think I've reviewed it twice already. Could be wrong, but I think I have. But, hey, why not do it again? Let's play 3. And that is Avery's Rumpkin. Ale. They call it an ale, I'll call it an ale. Yeah, Rumpkin. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've done one of these kind of... actually, it's not. I got this from Avery, as they did their Nuttiest Professor. I did that review not too long ago. But this is the first time, like I said, I've done one of these kind of staples that I've had. The Nuttiest Professor was a newer beer. The barreling on that was not my favorite, let's put it that way. But I've always been a fan of Rumpkin, but it's been a while. And any Rumpkins I've had have actually been older batches. They've been ones that have been aged. So to get this relatively fresh, August 1st, 2017, this is September 1st, 2017. As at the time of taping, obviously. I'm going to post it later. Yeah, kind of excited. Let's dive into it. As far as what it says on the can. It's not a can, it's a bottle. Avery Brewing Company Annual Barrel Series. Rumpkin, ale brewed with pumpkin and spices aged in rum barrels. Let's see here. 16.9% alcohol by volume. So she's a chugger. Like I said, bottled August 1st, 2017. On the side, we have brewed and bottled by Avery Brewing Company. We wondered what would happen if the monstrous pumpkin ale, plump full of spicy gordiness, were aged in fine, fresh rum barrels to add suggestions of delicate oak and candied molasses. Rumpkin is what happened. There you go. Brewed with Rocky Mountain water, malted barley, pumpkin, nutmeg, cinnamon, ginger, hops, and yeast. That'd be that. Otherwise, it's cool. You know, I'm a sucker for a foil top. What do you want? You know, it's cool. I like it. I dig it. I'm used to it now. It's been around for a while, so it's not going to wow me. Just because, you know, eat steak every day. Eventually, kind of like, hey, steak. But yeah, always sucker for a foil top. So let's give this a pour, see what she's got. 16.9%, man. Avery, two things they know. They're high ABV beers. They deliver them in a very fun fashion, typically. And their barrel program is usually killer. But like I said, the Nuttiest Professor was, I don't know. Anyway, Pinky Finger, half of a Pinky Finger, just off Whitehead, and Rocky stuff that is dissipating into nothingness. And that is clear. I don't remember this beer being one, this light, and two, this clear. You know, it's just a very kind of lightly watered down iced tea in color. Not dense at all. You almost magnifying glass clear. Got the ever so subtlest haze to it, but I mean, it's super subtle. Big beer, legs for days. But yeah, I remember it being darker. I'll have to check the tape. Go back to the tape and check it out. Get a nose on her. You're definitely getting those pumpkin spices in there. You're getting that nutmeg, cinnamon. Getting that ginger too. It's not typically something I associate with pumpkin, and not something I usually like, but I kind of dig it. The rum is there. It's not super hot, but it's coming off a little bit buttery, and that's not a negative for me. A lot of like Jamaican, Caribbean style rums come off a little bit buttery in a nose for me. Sometimes even in the taste, but it's not something that's like a negative kind of buttery that you get out of a beer or anything like that. It's sweet. But yeah, the spices are leading the day for me. Just followed closely behind by that rum, and then the beer. There's some beer in there, but yeah, spices and the rum are the calling card of this beer, the star of the show, and they're in there in full force. So, for the sake of science, let's dive in. Cheers. Okay. Well, that's pretty tasty, actually. Sweet. She's very sweet. Is that a bad thing? I don't think so. She's very sweet, but I'm going into a 17% pumpkin beer that's rum barrel aged. I'm expecting it to be sweet. So it's not like I didn't expect it that way. It's a little bit sweeter than I'd like it to be. But considering how fresh it is, I understand that. Time is going to end up dialing that back, rounding that off. That's where I think me thinking, oh, I remember this beer being darker. I think I'm just kind of recalling the images of this beer when it's about a year or two old, which I think ends up becoming a much, much darker beer. She's sweet. The spices abound, but that sweetness kind of trumps it now. So that kind of rum combined with that sweetness kind of not trump, but kind of bad choice of words nowadays. This beer doesn't taste huge or any. Well, it is huge, but in a good way. Anyway, enough of that bullshit. It kind of leapfrogs those spices. Good God. Surprisingly drinkable. Like creepily so. The sweetness is a bit more of an impediment for me than the actual heat itself. It's a little bit, right here, nothing too crazy. But you're talking about 17% of a relatively clear beer. It's kind of impressive. Pumpkins. Are we getting pumpkins in here? You're getting the pumpkin spices. Is there is a soft, slightly flabby kindness to it? That could be the gourds. It could be the rum too. So, am I getting pumpkin in? Sure. Does it really matter all that much? I don't think so. So yeah, it's tasty. It's what I remember. A little bit sharper, but that makes sense being that it's so fresh. And quintessentially Avery. I do like some of their other offerings, their old school offerings, the B series offerings better. Sam Ale leading that way, but this was kind of one of the ones that kind of kicked off when he started going to these gold foil top barrel series, and I think it's still as tasty as the day it came out. From a brewery that just really just knows what the hell they're doing when it comes to barreling stuff in high ABV beers. These guys put these guys in a knockdown drag out match with Hair of the Dog. Those are the two, duke it out kind of. Even in bottle size, it's like 12 ounce, crazy huge ABV barley wines and stuff like that, and barrels. Yeah, good stuff. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better barrel aged pumpkin beers I've had this late. Double digit ABVs. Sure. How many have I had? Like 3 ever, I think. This Almanac's barrel aged barley pumpkin, and probably something else I'm just forgetting. Rumpkin probably. What is it? Rumpkin? This is Rumpkin. Pumpkin with the KY. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, yes. It's tasty. It's sweet. But it kind of does what it's supposed to do. Value availability. These usually retail right around like $15-16 a bottle by me. We can get them pretty readily available. And just say if you like, well, we like this. If you like these beers, if someone who's like a fresh hop junkie is like, here, drink this, they're going to be like, why did you give me poison? Because they don't understand it, you know what I mean? If you like your high ABV beers, if you like your Avery Barrel Series, your Hair of the Dogs, your bigger brewery beers, those kind of sweet, huge barley wine is life kind of beers, then you'll dig it. And if you don't dig it, then whatever, more for me and people who like good beer. Anyway, there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, down there, Words and Stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Untappd. Acid Beers, all 4 of those places. Check me out. I do a lot of stuff over there now. I'm actually using Untappd again. Not necessarily for checking the beers. All I've been doing it. I don't know why. Kind of felt like getting back in there again. Maybe I'm in a promotional mode. I don't know, but I'm not fucking with it. Anyway, check me out in those places, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little pumpkin beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.